Hello to you all, and welcome to IMPROVATE's Cybersecurity 2021 conference. I'm Lauren Iso. Cyabra breaks down online media to empower brands and uncover disinformation. More in the following clip.
Across social media channels are billions of conversations waiting to be unraveled. Hidden within these layers are bad actors, spreading disinformation and harmful narratives. Cyabra taps into these hives of activity to filter through the noise and uncover trends, authenticity, and deep fake threats. Connecting the dots, Cyabra enables companies to make smarter decisions, respond to their true audiences, protect brand names, and remediate crises. Cyabra, more than listening.
Dan Brahmi is the CEO and co-founder of Cyabra, a pioneering startup in the field of truth tech, and he's joining us today to discuss disinformation and its snowball effect. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
So please start by giving us a short intro to what Cyabra is all about.
Absolutely. So Cyabra was established around 2.5 years ago from co-founders with a background of information warfare. And what we did is we actually reversed engineer everything that we have gathered for cumulative experience of around 20 years in order to understand and be able to distinguish for brands and for public organizations what is real and what is fake online. So we are building that SaaS product that is able to act as a filtering mechanism, right? And provide the right lenses. Today we raised around a couple of millions of dollars, soon to be disclosed. And we employ around 20 people in the Tel Aviv headquarters. So that's, Cyabra in a nutshell.
Okay, so I think over the last few years, everybody's become very familiar with the term fake news. So I wonder if you can distinguish for us the difference between disinformation and fake news.
Absolutely. So the way that Cyabra looks at disinformation is actually, there are three types of things that one can falsify online. You can falsify who you are, right? You're not Dan Brahmi, you're John Smith on Twitter, and you don't carry the weight of what you're saying or what you're doing, right? Which is a really big problem because there's no repercussions. The second area of issue around this is the visual appearance. There are things called deep fakes that allow people to falsify pictures and videos that look so realistic that you can make anyone say anything. And just, just think of the repercussions from a financial perspective, from a political perspective, from anything you can think of. And then the last one, which is in fact a category inside disinformation, is fake news, meaning people can lie through written content. I can write that I'm currently being interviewed in a TV set in Paris and go figure if it's true, right? That's the real issue here. So currently Cyabra focuses on solving, in the last 2.5 years only, the first two areas. We have that filtering mechanism to understand if a brand is facing real, bad, or fake authors.
So how does that filtering mechanism work exactly?
Yeah, absolutely. So the way that we're doing things is we want to make sure that when we analyze a snowball effect, nothing is falling through the cracks. Otherwise, we might miss the important part. So the first part of the process is making sure that we are analyzing tens of thousands of publicly available conversations and channels. Right after that, and we already spoke about this a little bit, but that's where the filtering mechanism comes in, right? Providing the lens of authenticity and trustworthiness to the brands and the public organizations, and making sure that they have a really efficient and transparent way of looking at findings. And then last but not least, snowball effects, right? Or disinformation. They are not efficient if there's no impact. We can also call it proliferation. So what we do is we developed our in-house AI methodology to measure velocity over time and understand whether, just like it happened with the GameStop ticker, right, in the stock market, we knew when things are going viral extensively, and we even further than that, we know whether those impactful events are being driven by authentic or inauthentic content or actors.
All right, sounds like you're doing some really, really important work. So what is next for Cyabra?
So, 2020 was a difficult year for a lot of people from a personal and professional level.
Absolutely.
From a company's perspective, it was a year of hypergrowth. We saw hundreds of percentages of revenue growth and added amazing customers, as we said, consumer brands and public organizations. We, not yet to be disclosed, but we're about to say that we raised a couple of millions of dollars from tier one investors in the US and in Israel. And so we expect to grow the team to around 30 plus people. And we just recently opened our US offices to grow further and just started our footprint in the UAE region. So we're very excited. 2021 is going to be a crazy year for Cyabra.
All right, wonderful. Some really, really exciting stuff.
Thank you very
Mr.
much.
Brahmi, thank you so much for being with me today.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it.